All beings love to receive and give affection, that's without a question. I find when I'm stressing that giving love and attention is almost like receiving it myself, as we all are reflections. So to have others to love is a blessing, and we realize it with children and pets, but we have a hard time when someone who is grown is supposed to handle things on their own is feeling distressed to make that connection. We cross through dimensions at the mention of things that cast an attention on tension we hold emotionally towards events that we didn't learn lessons from yet. I spent semesters numbing this school of life when defenses were thrown up so high I couldn't see the enemy, nor could any piece that left before this wall was built re-enter me to lend me keys to the lock on the prison of resentment that calcified around my heart for near a fifth of century until I intentionally was surrendering. What was all in the way of my serenity? The treasury that holds all the riches that men conceived is nowhere near the value of even a pinch of the heavenly bliss that is sent through me when I belly breathe, and I ended thinking, briefly, that I'm not good enough to be under the grace of empathy from the supreme entity, the centerpiece of all that is sentient. Even the sedimentary stone that we press and feed on would be bent to knees by the command of this energy. That's why the earth quakes, and even the sun that lights our sky will eventually dissolve back into its womb to be born again in this never-ending stream, leading to the infinite ocean with its subtlest density, but its tides come with an intensity that potentially could build or destroy everything with impressive speed. Intellectually, it's hard to grasp the immensity. If we're meant to see, it's meant to be, but just observing the precious trees being bent by breeze is enough for me. A simple life is the recipe to rest in peace before the flesh decease, like the rest believe is our destiny. Progression proceeds from the first step we lead with. Sometimes I feel so discombobulated amidst the fog created from thoughts that shape in familiar forms. I gotta get my subconscious naked with strong concentration so the walls I'm raising in confrontations won't feel needed and my heart can embrace even raw frustration as sacredness. Flies contain our richness when we summon the wisdom to carve our lane with them. We become philosophical pharmacists that can solve the pain witnessed. Activate your inner doctor. It isn't commonly taught that we all have some form of shamanism in our DNA. You got it in you to free your chains. Find your medicine. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.